Hi, my name is Dr. Mary Garofalo, and I'm faculty here at Kane University's Nancy Thompson Learning Commons, as well as the Department of Educational Leadership. Today we're going to talk about plagiarism in academic writing, research, teaching, and reporting. What is plagiarism? Plagiarism is defined as the use of someone else's intellectual property without giving them appropriate credit. Some examples that we might see in our lives as scholars: citation of information not taken from the source indicated, copying another person's intellectual property without acknowledging the source, using another person's ideas, opinions, theories, even if they have been completely paraphrased in one's own words without acknowledging the source, using facts, statistics, or other illustrative materials taken from a source without acknowledging the source, unless the information is common knowledge and in the public domain, submitting any creative or academic work or intellectual property as defined by the particular discipline as original work, which duplicates in whole or in part the work of another without citation. Now, how do we give appropriate credit? Appropriate credit essentially refers to providing the name of the original author, artist, researcher, or scholar, providing sufficient publication data that another person can find the original source, and using quotation symbols to indicate direct quotes. As faculty members, researchers, and academics, we often collaborate with joint scholarship with our students and with other faculty members. It's important to remember for faculty or mentors or collaborators, when we collaborate with students on academic writings, research projects, and creative works, or any other intellectual property in one's own discipline, it is essential to avoid situations where students or faculty feel that their contributions to published work has not been fairly recognized. Firstly, it is essential that authorship discussions are a routine part of the conversations where collaborative publications and projects are involved. Understanding the importance of the fairness of authorship is very important because students who would intend to pursue academic or research careers need scholarly publications to be considered for a job. Faculty members are almost always involved in a student's academic work as mentors, employers, collaborators, or consultants. When publications emerge from collaborative faculty-student efforts, it's not always clear who should be given authorship credit and in what order the authors' names should appear, and that includes faculty joint publications as well. As part of an appropriate professional education, scholars need to learn about how joint authorship is decided, especially young scholars. Graduate students are understandably reluctant to raise issues of authorship at the beginning of projects and skeptical about the efficacy of raising the issue once the work has been completed. This could be seen as a challenge to their mentor, on whom students depend on for intellectual and/or financial support, as well as future letters of recommendation. It is important to note that different traditions of joint authorship exist in different disciplines and departments. However, some things are always true. First, students have the right to publish their own work. All student work for fulfillment of degree requirements is student work and the property of each student, with due citation and acknowledgement of contribution from other authors. All joint scholarship between faculty members and students are to cite all contributions to their work accordingly. Any joint project will be publicly presented as such from the outset, and collaborators will agree that joint efforts will be publicly presented under both names. If there is any concern about the propriety of joint work, the issue should be brought to the attention of the chair and the University Appeals Board. It is also important to remember that authorship should not be based on participation in obtaining funding or general supervision of a project, but not participating in intellectual activity or group. Secondly, authorship should not be based on the participation in obtaining funding or general supervision of the project, but not participating in the intellectual activity of the group. Also, simply being a member of the group does not qualify a person for authorship. If you want to learn more about plagiarism, please visit us at learningcommons.kane.edu or email us at learningcommons@kane.edu.